Now we move on to talk about the teaching of the structure of sentences in English language. And the field of study which deals with the structure of sentences in English is called syntax. We all know that every language has a particular structure of words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. So English also has a typical structure, and the branch of English linguistics or grammar which deals with the particular structure of words, phrases, and clauses in the sentences of English language, and how these items, linguistic items, could be put together to form new and various forms of sentences is called syntax. So syntax primarily deals with, in short, with the formation or the structure of sentences. It is based on one particular and very important feature of a language, that a language makes infinite use of the finite sources. And these finite sources are actually the rules which help us people make use of linguistic items to create infinite sentences or infinite uses of the language. Let's look at one example. If a sentence is an arrangement of words, let's look at these 5 words which I speak in front of you: man, ball, the, and kicked. These are 5 different words. If we just try to formulate words, various sentences based on these 5 words, what is the range of possibility? There could possibly be 120 various combinations of words which could be created based on these 5 words. But it's a separate question that how many would be grammatically correct. To my understanding, there would be 6 structures or combinations of these words which could possibly be grammatically correct. Let's have a look at them. For example, the man kicked a ball. A man kicked the ball kicked the man, a ball kicked the man, the ball a man kicked, the man a ball kicked. And the rest of 114 combinations would be incorrect grammatically. They might convey sense in some casual talk, but if we look at it grammatically, they would be incorrect. And some typical examples could be these. This notation mark which is in front of you like a star, it reflects grammatically incorrect sentences. And they could be kicked the man the ball, or man the ball kicked the. So these are some typical examples of wrong combinations based on the same 5 words. So syntax actually gives us knowledge about the correct arrangement of words to create comprehensible and understandable new sentence structures. It is now, or it could possibly be now clear to us that English has certain rules and principles to combine words. It's not like anybody could combine certain words according to his or her wish. We consciously and unconsciously follow certain rules to make sentences in English language, and they are quite practiced sometimes in second language classrooms where English is taught as a second language. These rules actually constrain which words can be combined together and how. They provide us guidelines and put some limitations to our whimsical choices. The job of syntax is thus to discover and formulate these rules where needed. Usually, the people who are expert in syntax would like to describe a language and try to find out which combinations are more popular and how many more combinations could be created based on them. And they might add their knowledge where needed. Syntax is one of the major components of English grammar, along with morphology and semantics. it helps us a lot in understanding not only the arrangement of words but also the meaning of words. And some of the major areas which it could genuinely help us in studying English languages, that it could help us in illustrating the patterns of English language more accurately and clearly. It can also help us in analyzing the structure of sentences in a systematic way, which is very important to have a better knowledge of any language, including English. It may also help us to understand not only simple but also complex sentence structures in English language. Though the study of grammar, including English grammar, is very old, but a systematic study of syntax only became popular in the 20th century. And this century can rightly be said as the century of syntactic theory.